Hello, hello, hello. It's Tuesday, so I'm back and doing more Pokeboomers things. Welcome, welcome. This is a Nuzlocke that I do. I'm gonna assume you don't know what Nuzlocke is, so I'm just gonna skip right over that. Me and a couple of my friends who are linked down in the stream title, unless I've screwed it up. There's also the !rivals command. We play through the Pokemon games, Nuzlocking them, generation by generation, gym by gym, week by week. This time, we have a little bit of a schedule issue, so we have 2 weeks to get one gym done. And I was struck looking over like what we can do and kind of watching other folks' streams. All I have to do is go from Mistralton, go through Twist Mountain, like pass through a cave that I've already basically been on, and get to Isirius City. But I'm gonna get Surf, which is gonna cause a whole lot of things to open up. So that means a lot more catches, probably also a lot more danger. There's a lot of things that I want there. And so I'm gonna have to balance risk versus reward. And also balance it with respect to our level cap, which goes up to 35. Now then, what do I have? Okay, Macho Brace, that needs to go away. Why do I have a Zodiac holding an item? Oh, Magnet. Okay, that makes sense, but I might need a full power acrobatics. Never melt ice, that's fine. Expert belt, that makes sense. Okay, I think I'm in good shape. I basically just gotta head through... Yeah, just gotta head through areas I've already been before. Which shouldn't be a problem. Emphasis on shouldn't, but it still might. Let's see, do I have any repels? You can tell I'm very well prepared for today's stream. I had a whole schwack ton of things I needed to get done today, so I'm feeling a little bit disorganized. Had to clean my entire house, respond to a couple of job things, wash my car, deal with some annoying stuff with the house. There was just a lot going on today. But let me get some max repels for convenience. I do think, even though it does open me up to a risk of shinies, and under our rules, if I catch a shiny, I must use that shiny. I do think I can mostly just make use of, Smoke Ball to get through areas where otherwise I would be repelling. And I'm gonna continue to avoid the rotation battle here because I'm a coward, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I've already caught something here on Route 6, 7, whichever one this is. I forget. Oh, yes, and if you missed our PvP on Friday on, oh, I need to turn animations back on. Okay, good to know. Over on Hugh's channel, I went 1-for-1, managed to defeat a Valen. I got close with Hugh, but I wasn't quite able to seal the deal. So that gave me 15 more points in our little challenge, put me up to 195. It's a fine start, but, like, I can do better. I know I can do better. Grass types, still a bit of a problem. Not a huge problem, but, you know, I can't just completely ignore them. Much as I would love to. So yeah, very, very productive Tuesday for me. Though I definitely had one of those moments where, like, someone sprung a social interaction on me that I was not expecting, and I just ended up, like, forgetting how to English a little bit and, like, talk with people. Which was awkward, because it was one of my neighbors, and I just, like, had a whole mess of stuff running through my mind, and I think I may have been a little bit rude to her, which is unfortunate. I haven't spoken to her in so long that I legit do not remember this lady's name. Speaking of not remembering, I'm not sure if I fought this guy. Lazy Shell is probably the safest lead, so let me just try and get through here quick. Because we gotta get to the boy. Sharon. Let's see. I think he leads with his bird. I'm gonna double check that, because I am paranoid. Right, okay. Even if not, Lazy Shell with Eviolite is relatively invincible. Vimbert, since we both hold the jet badge now, let's see which of us is stronger. Spoiler alert, it's going to be me. You still only have 4 Pokemon, right? Big ups to Hugh, always going first, for letting me see that, oh yeah, he does in fact lead with the bird. Okay, off to an annoying start, but that can be dealt with. I don't have any XP share soakers. I don't think I'll need them. I can always put one out later if need be. That's a lot of experience right off the bat. That is actually a little bit concerning. Anyway, actually the best one to fight grass types is probably my ice cream cone here. Unless you have some, like, tricky coverage move, but I'm, like, 90% sure you don't. Noble Fawn! I'm sorry? Holy shit. I didn't realize that was that strong. Okay. Oh god. Crap. I was thinking of the grass multi-hit. Okay, well, when in doubt, I'll just bring out my defensive wall. Jesus. Because that is a physical move, so... Yeah, Syncreto wears that just a little bit better. Let's see if we can get a burn up. That C-Bomb is a lot scarier than I'd expected. Crap. I don't like how much I'm hanging in there. Okay. Jesus. Right. Zodiac should at least be able to outspeed, and with the burn it should be safe. I hope. Okay, yeah, burn and not very effective combined to, just... Jesus. I've got a bad habit of underestimating my rivals in this game. This is the latest time it's almost gotten someone killed. Oh, that's right, you still have Pignite. How delightful. I could leave you in and just try Acrobatics, see if that's strong enough. I think that's worth the risk. Yeah, Zodiac is buff. Alright, and of course Lipard, who I am not concerned about in the least. Can't talk. Like I said. Not been a great day in the, remembering how to English department for whatever reason. Critical hit. Zodiac once again saving the run. Jesus. This was not supposed to be that close. Pokemon battles are fun, but and I'm like, I don't care. Give me the money. That was a fine Pokemon battle. I'm happy to see you are both growing as trainers. Jumping off cliffs like Selfie. If it isn't the champion, Alder, I'm weak, so I lost. And honestly, it bothers me when you call it a fine battle despite that. Oh, honestly, Sharon. Just accept the compliment without the stinging remark. I've asked you this before, but what do you plan to do after becoming strong? If I get strong and become a champion, that will be the reason for my existence. I want to prove that I'm really living. You remind me of Marshall. Of course, having something you want to become is important. But what is more important is what you do with your newfound power. Anyway, take this. He just, like, punches him in the kidney. Here, you too. HMO3, fuck yes. If you use the move Surf, you can travel over water. I shall see you again, young trainers. Don't forget about the needs of the Pokemon at your side. What I do with my power? I don't know that answer yet. First, I want to become a strong trainer so everyone will acknowledge that power. Remember, next time I will win. I do like the themes that the story is going for, even if the actual implementation is occasionally a bit questionable. Oh, shit. I should probably... Yeah, I should probably just, like, dive into the grass. I am in no shape to fight a trainer right now. Okay, just a Watchog. I should outspeed, should be an easy escape. Because, like, clearly they're trying to paint Sharon as, like, flawed because he's just chasing strength for its own purpose. Which is interesting, because in most, like, you know, most RPGs, he'd just be a villain because he's like, I just want power. But his response to people being like, yeah, but what do you want to do with that power is like, well, first I have to get the power. And I think that's fine. You gotta focus on, like, your day-to-day. The steps you're gonna take to achieve your next goal. Then you can worry about those next steps once you've kind of made it. So, I sympathize with the kid. Plus, you know, pretty high-minded stuff to be thinking about when you're, you know, very little. I am going to, I think, at least get my encounter in this cave. What? I'll just trust my notes here. My trust is like, my notes are like, anything I can catch is good. So, I'm gonna believe in that. And just see what I YOLO into. I do have Pokeballs though, right? Which do not have their own bag for some unfathomable reason. Ultra Ball, Nip Ball, Timer Ball, Quick Ball, Heal Ball, Pokeball. Yeah, that'll be enough. I'll probably want to buy a few more by the end of this stream, but... Oh! Oh, you're like a trainer. Okay. Conquering a mountain means conquering your fears. Can you win against Pokemon that have conquered many mountains? I legitimately did not remember that. I thought... Huh. Alright, well, what do you got? Well, that's not great for my lead. Go with the level 100 Mewtwo. Whatever, let me start over and not get so many of my Pokemon killed. How you doing, Rapu? I'm just getting started here, you know, just almost dying to one of my rivals, to a rival battle. It's fine. It's so fine. I don't know how much Aqua Jet is actually going to mess this thing up, because it's pretty defensive. Oh, that does alright. Okay, that was a little concerning. Damn. Sorry to hear that, man. I was hoping that, yeah, it sounds like you're kind of due for one. If your energy's kind of suffering that much. Because, you know, if you're just kind of if you're just kind of doing whatever through life, that's not, yeah. Just, you know, try and take time for yourself. Let's swap into my Ghost here to screw over whatever move he's gonna make. Hopefully. Aha! Now I can give him that burn. Oh, you know Rock Slide. Okay, I'm really glad I didn't put in Zodiac against you. That would have gone really badly. I kind of tried to do a little too much today, so I found myself a little low energy for a while. I was sort of lucky for a minute that I'm unemployed, because I was able to just take a 2-hour nap in the middle of the day after I was like, okay, I've got everything done. All I need to do is just stream tonight, and then I just passed right the fuck out. It was productive, though. I cleaned pretty much the entire house. I need to do another sweep on the bathroom. Washed my car, responded to a lot of job stuff, cooked a whole bunch of food, organized some tax stuff. Yeah. I got a lot done today. But it left me feeling a little like... I'm like, okay, I'm done with everything, and then I'm like, wait, I need to stream, and this is like not a brain-dead section of the Nuzlocke run. So I'm not... I don't know, like, I spent a lot of mental energy elsewhere, but hey, it's Pokemon. I can usually bumble through, even if I have no idea what I'm doing. Twist Mountain, I think there's a lot of... I should just look up what the encounters are here. Yeah, I can only imagine how bad it would have been Nuzlocking this as, like, the first game I Nuzlocked. Could run into Woobat, Girder, Cubchoo. Most likely to be Boldor, though. And I'm not gonna need acrobatics when I'm going for a catch, so let me give you Smoke Ball, and I can just run from anything that is on dupes, which is going to be the Boldor. Alright, Twist Mountain. First encounter is Boldor. Obviously, I have one in my party. This counts as a duplicate catch. Under Pokeboomers rules, I get 5 shots in an area to catch something. Just based on duplicates, so that's the first one. I've actually been really enjoying how difficult Gen 5 is. Like, it's not been pulling any punches, and I love it. Sometimes the Nuzlocking can almost feel a little brain dead once you get set up. Not so with this gen. Okay, they seriously not caught a Woobat? Really? Okay, alright. Guess I'm getting a Woobat. Well, let me start with a good old Thunder Wave. I do love me a flying psychic type. So I don't hate this. What would be a good one to chip you down? Maybe Infinite Arc to launch Psybeams at you? She's decently defensive as well. I mean, from like the few notes of it I heard, it seems pretty good. Okay, yeah, let me whittle you down a... I don't want to risk that. Let me just launch a resisted Psybeam at you. Ooh, and you're confused. Okay, Pokeballs need to start going out now. I did not want to Parafusion this thing. Oh god. This is fine, this is fine. Nobody panic. Of course I don't have Dusk Balls. Why would I have a Dusk Ball? That would be a smart thing to do. Thank you. Got the Woobat. Alrighty. Woobat's an interesting one. I'll have to look and see how good this one is. Because Infinite Arc is just kind of... fine. Sabotage is dark forests and caves. It emits ultrasonic waves from its nose to learn about its surroundings. I do have a naming theme going on of video game weapons. Let me see what I have on my list that would fit this bat. Solid since it's an eyeball. I think Woobat is a little too friend-shaped for that. But Soul Edge is a good one. I'll definitely put that on the list. Could use that for a more edgy-looking Pokemon. I think... Will I be able to make this fit? Yeah, I think so. Oh, I'll need to abbreviate it slightly. Dreamweaver, after one of the unique weapons you can get in Age of Decadence. It's a very good sword that kind of dominates the middle game, and some people even bring to endgame depending on their combat build. Anyway, at this point, I now want to go muck around with side stuff, so I'm actually not going to go any further in Twist Mountain. I saw Avalon took the route of going straight away in there, but I think I'm going to take a slightly different path. I think I want to get all the encounters I can, so I can kind of figure out my team a little bit, so I can use the natural experience from Twist Mountain. It is going to put the team at higher risk, going through some of these areas, because lots of people are at higher levels. But I think it is kind of the best move. Now I just gotta quickly move through here, avoid the rotation battle man, because yes, I am a dirty coward. And I'm still afraid of him. And Zodiac still has a smoke ball, so we out of here. Such a useful item. Level cap is 39, so I have to be a little careful about gaining too much XP too quickly. Which I think could be one of the pitfalls of how I'm going to be approaching what I gotta get through this week. Because strictly speaking, I don't need to do all the stuff I'm about to do, but I want to. First order of business, we need someone to learn Surf. I think that has to be my turtle, sadly. Unless I can, like, surf on a coffin or something. No, that'd be kind of hardcore, though. Cofragus could learn Surf, you imagine. But Bulldoze is not super needed, I would say. And I have access to the move deleter now, so... Or move forgetter, move remember, whatever. Blocking glasses too. Wow, that's hardcore. Reduce cortisol. That is far above my science pay grade, but like, if that works, that'd be pretty sweet. What is it? What like... Are those blue light blockers, or what frequency of light do those block that, like, stimulate the production? An autistic doc. Well, then that doctor is probably going to be something of an authority on the subject. Don't worry too much about me grabbing a bird out of the bank. This is just to get, someone who can fly me around places. First step is Mistralton Cave, I think. Yeah. I'll need this... I'll need to make an even further modification to the team. Though only briefly. Because to get the most bang for my buck here, I need to do a little repel manipulation at level 31, and I think Drying Pan is probably a good one for that. Because Cave's probably going to be fighting lots of rock types, so could help out in battle in a pinch. But actually, let me look at the new Woobat first. So regulate cortisol production, self is balanced. And... Ah, okay. let's see. Nature is quirky, which is neutral. Never gonna say no to a neutral nature. But how are your IVs? Because we cannot put this genie back in the bottle. Ooh, bat. 8. Ability. Oh god, that ability, why? Is there a better ability you could have? God, do you keep that on... Oh, you keep that on evolution. That's probably enough to disqualify you from the team right there. The diminished oxytocin production of cortisol is common in autism and cause autists to experience anxiety, hypertension. Oh, okay. So the glasses will basically, like, maybe help balance that out, because you're getting... Because, you might be getting too much. GI issues. Ugh, didn't know that could be part of it. Just a whole barrel of fun, huh? Okay, HP is really bad. Defense is also pretty crap. Aside from that, this is pretty alright, but... Well, okay. I wouldn't have demanded you tell me if you did, but good to hear. So, at least you miss out on one of the common issues. So, Dreamweaver is not bad, but I really don't like that ability. I'm sure there's some, like, hidden upside to it that I'm not seeing, but... Oof. Doesn't seem good. Doesn't seem good. And there might be a little bit of laziness on my part as well, because I don't really want to EV train up more Pokemon than I have to. So, next, it is off to Mistralton Cave. The ability is Klutz. Cannot use held items. I've never seen that before, but that's legitimately one of the worst abilities I've ever seen. Like... I'm just gonna point to Klutz now when I complain about abilities. Because it's like, oh, you can get an ability where you cannot use held items, or you get an ability, hey, you're immune to critical hits, homie. Just so all over the place. I mean, I don't know, is there some upside to Klutz that I'm not seeing? Like, maybe some kind of, like, weird pass-off thing you can do with, like, that one iron ball thing that slows your speed way down so you can give it to the enemy using shenanigans. I don't know. There's probably something you can do with it, but I much rather would have had Unaware. Which I'm also, like, not... It's... I feel kind of neutral about, but... You know, it would be something rather than something that is literally only a detriment. Oh god, I wish I'd kept my Basculin alive. Ugh. It hurts. Ooh, Silk Scarf. I don't really have a lot of mons using normal type attacks, but... if I need to bring, say... my Doge back onto the team, that could come in handy. And I could also just use it to boost return on a strong physical attacker. Maybe Boldor after he evolves, because we do have impossible evolutions enabled. Because even if these were not ROM-hacked copies, we still couldn't use half the features in this game, because Nintendo doesn't keep up servers, which I can't really hold against them too hard, but damn it. Oh, you can't benefit from Amulet Coin or Lucky Egg. Okay, at least there's that. Still, though. Seems a bit, if I don't have to put up with it, I don't think I would choose to. Sort of a deal, you know? I'm gonna need to go through the dark grass. And it... Oh! Oh, I like the surf theme. Once again, this game just not messing with its music. Nice. Shame I only hear it for like 2 seconds, but there'll be more surfing later. Alright, Miss Stralton. I still have Repel active. I want to Repel at level 31. Because that should hopefully up my odds of being able to catch an Axew, or however you pronounce it. A little dragon friend. Let me make sure I'm thinking of the correct place here. Miss Stralton, Miss Stralton, Miss Stralton. Yes, 31, because that stops Woobats from showing up. Still gonna have to run from Boldors. Hopefully it doesn't take, like, a ton of... Huh, I get this weird artifacting just like Hugh did when I'm in here. Is it some... Oh, I'm gonna need strength in here, huh? That's annoying. Okay, first encounter, Miss Stralton Cave. Hey! It is what we want. There's the little dragon friend. And it has Mold Breaker. That seems good. Okay, so what exactly do you have at this level in the wild? So I don't swap in someone you're just going to Giga Murder. Dragonclaw, Slash, Ball Swipe, Scary Face. Is Scary Face the one where they can't swap out? No, that's the speed lowering. My mistake. Okay, so I can get Zodiac in here and get you all paralyzed. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. How bad's this? Pretty bad. Oh, come on. Right, so, yeah. Putting in my Boldor with Eviolite to catch you now. I mean, not that Zodiac is a very tanky girl, but it's still a little bit terrifying, just kind of on its face. Bulldoze is your weakest move and it's not stab. Let's use that to chip you down a little. Oh! Okay, that's more than I expected. Very well. Come on, get in the Pokeball. Nice. They use their tusks to crush the berries they eat. Repeated regrowth makes their tusks strong and sharp. Excellent. You're a dragon, so I feel like I should give you a pretty good name. Oh, actually, this is perfect. Let's give a Dragon Quest name to the dragon that I have now. Well, actually, no. I was gonna go with King's Sword, but... because that's like a classic Dragon Quest weapon. Since this is a female Pokemon, I think I've got an even better idea. The Seduce Sword. A weapon that only women can wield. That I don't know if it's shown up in any other games, but I know for sure it's a very good weapon in Dragon Quest III. Cool. Alright, that was not without some pain. Where's Miss Stralton Cave on this list? Axew. Right. So I'm gonna already head back to town to dump this stupid monkey, and have a look at our new friend. A few other areas to get through, of course. And there is more I want to do in that cave. I'm just not sure if I want to take it on right away. Nah, it's fine. I got a Pokemon with Smokeball in the lead. We'll have to do a little running here and there, but we can take this nice and relaxed and slow. Got 2 weeks to get the gym done. There is no need to rush. Which means we've got a little more time to hang out. Curse my luck as I see exactly what type of dragon I've managed to catch. And heal up the Pokemon that it almost murdered. Almost. Already been a lot more almost death than I would have liked to see. Alrighty, Seduce Sword. Let's have a look at your stats. Nature is Brave. Is that minus speed? Yes, minus speed. I don't know, is this thing very speedy naturally? It's kind of speedy, so that's a little disappointing, but not necessarily the worst. But the moment of truth. How are those IVs? Jesus, that's so much attack to have. And Mold Breaker is pretty tight as well. Ooh! Okay. So this thing has no speed, almost no special defense, pretty bad defense, but everything else is almost capped out. What level does this thing evolve again? Maybe I can make some use of this. Level 38. Trouble is, it's not that good for this week. Though it does learn Dragon Dance, so it can just be a big old stick to smack people around with. It's very tempting. It's very tempting, and Dragon Claw is not a bad move to have right off the bat. So if I was gonna bring her in, who would I replace? I mean, obviously the Elemental Monkey's not staying on the team. That's it. I might honestly... I like Infinite Arc, but... I don't know. She's kind of falling into that problem of, like, doesn't evolve yet, sort of a deal. Yeah, doesn't evolve until level 41. So... It basically deprives me of my one... Well, no. Yeah. Let me try keeping the new dragon friend on the team. Well, no. I'll need to properly train him up first, though. Yeah, never mind. That dragon will be going on the team, just maybe not right now. Why is my throat so messed up? Sorry, everybody. Okay, so I think I just head back into Mr. Alton. What are the... Oh yeah, the trainers in there are not that bad. And there's a TM there that I extremely want. So, I think I just go right in there, and Smokeball is still on the monkey, isn't it? I'll want that back. Yep, I'm gonna need that. Oh, I can move it straight onto... That's convenient. But I need it to go on Zodiac, so put it in the bag. I don't think that was in Gen 4. It's very niche, but kind of handy option to have. Sorry, just making a note. Alrighty, Miss Troughton. I'm not too worried about the trainers in there. It'll probably just be an issue of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need strength in there. I can probably just delete return temporarily and then use the move deleter to get that back on him before I go in search of like serious content. So this is actually not that much of a problem. It's kind of telling, though, how I barely have needed HM so far this generation. Until, like, this moment when I'm going to go off the beaten path and look for optional stuff to do. Honestly, I gotta say, another point in favor of this generation. I know my two rivals and a few people playing along are not having that much fun with Gen 5, but I'm loving it. It's well on track to be my favorite generation of Pokemon. But that can change. Who knows? I may wind up like in Gen 6 quite a bit when we get to that. Just, you know. I'm sure there'll probably be another Gen 3 or 2. Maybe I should just hit Max Repel. I want to Max Repel through the grass anyway, so... For convenience's sake, it might be a good idea. Yeah, why not? What? Oh, I must have hit rustling grass. So I was like, I have repel on? I actually didn't know you could get a rustling grass encounter when you were repelling. So that's really good to know. And kind of explains a comment I got in chat from, I think it was River one time, when I was trying to go for, like, a... That's right, I did want to get Poison Jab as well. That was another thing on my list. Where they said, I was going for, like, Rustling Grass. May have even been in this area, and they were like, hit Repel! And at the time I was like, that doesn't make any sense, I just won't encounter anything then. But, lo and behold, there was a point to what they said. Sometimes I can be a little untrusting. It's simply how I am. Alright, the one tragic thing is gonna be if I pull a shiny Axu out of here, and it has, like, worse IVs. Use that strength! I wonder, I didn't remember seeing an option for this when we set it up, but maybe our ROM hacks, like, you need flash in here, and they just set it up so they're like, nah, you're good, homie. Just go through here normally. I could see that being a thing. You probably are the Drillbur Girder guy. Yes, I'm being lame and looking at a guide, because I'm very afraid of the things I'm going to be fighting this week. For the most part. My favorite things are mountains, meals, Pokemon, and fun battles. Okay, Drillbur, of course, I'm not even remotely worried about. One good Aqua Jet should take you down. I do hate how much I'm having to rely on Aqua Jet on my turtle as a kind of a suck, but I don't know. Things are about to turn around for old Glory. I didn't think through that sentence when I was starting to construct it. And now I simply burn you and hex you at my leisure. Cofragus is gloriously cheap, and I love it. Of course, it doesn't help that Valen and Hugh have one as well, but, you know, what can you do? But pray that they get theirs killed. Nah. Oh ho ho, you got me! I don't want my friends to have an even worse time in this gen. Because, like, I honestly worry that if one of them manages to completely wipe out and, like, they would have to replay it, they'd just be like, you know what? No, I'm done. Pokeboomers is over. I think there's a legitimate danger of that. Okay, you have Boldor. Oh, I know this turtle evolves soon, but it's so nerve-wracking putting in kind of a baby to fight. I'm chasing my dream, and I'm fighting for a victory. So my goal here... I know there's like a legendary Pokemon in here, but I don't care about that. What I want is the Rock Slide TM. Because I haven't actually checked if Old Glory can learn it, but I assume so. And that'll make him a lot more effective. Old Glory is trained for attack, not special attack, but Boldor has, like, no special defense. And also sturdy. And now the solution's obvious. Get him! Is it 36 that you evolve? I don't remember. I can't catch that dream. Apparently not. Very well. I do think it's interesting how at this point it's like, if you go out and explore, you can just find legendary Pokemon that, as far as I've seen, they don't really tell you about. So it's purely a reward for exploration. It's kind of neat. Let me make sure, as I let that repel drop, that I do... Yes, Smoke Ball is on Zodiac. We are good. Unless it's a shiny. And I feel like I'm due for one. I can feel the danger looming over my head. And, like, I could get a shiny with cracked stats. That's possible, but... I find it far more likely that I... Wait, there's... Oh, okay, that's just a short... Wow, I didn't realize this cave was so small. Okay, I need to find... And I probably should have taken better notes from when I saw Hugh do it. I was a bit preoccupied at the time. Where this TM is... Yeah, I can just kind of range around. I'm pretty sure I've got all the trainers out of the way. Assuming my sources are correct and my notes are accurate. So it's probably one of these around here. I can just roam and continue to risk getting a shiny encounter. I mean, Repu, you've seen how many shinies I get. And, like, there's an option when we ROM hack Pokeboomers games to up the shiny odds. We don't do it. It probably seems like we do, because, like, we get shinies way more than you would expect, but we don't. Because, let's see, I had, what, one shiny in Gen 4... What was it, like... 2 shinies Gen 3. I had a shiny right at the end of Gen 2? Something like that? And then there's some people like Inception 7 who got just a truly ludicrous number of shinies, though he may have upped his shiny odds. I can't definitively say that he didn't. He claimed he did not when he was setting up his own copy. I think it is good, from what you mentioned to me before, that they do include, like, mechanics to, Hardstone. What is that? To, like, up your odds of shinies if you're deliberately trying to hunt. Oh, okay. Ups the power of rock-type moves. Just kind of ease the pain, because you've got crazy people who do, like, shiny locks and stuff like that, where I'm just like, I don't know how you have the patience for that. And some people who just want to build shiny dexes and all that, I'm like, oh. But I've never quite had the completionist urge. I think there's only been, like, maybe 3 games that have made a sincere effort to 100%. Look at radar chaining. You basically farm shaky patches of grass. Odds going up. First encounter was a shiny sentry. Just full on. Amazing. So you're like, alright, time to start stacking the odds in my favor. And the game's like, nah, no need. Here's the shiny Sentret. That's hilarious. Let's see. Of course, I'm not doing my encounter rate any favors by running around on the bike, but there's finally gonna be kind of a need for money. I need to stop saying week, because we're not doing a podcast on Friday. TM80, that's what I need. Excellent. Now then, if you cannot be learned by the turtle, I'm going to be very sad. Good. Would it... Infinite? Really? Huh. I don't quite know what to make of that. Anyway, this is better... I'd rather have this over SmackDown. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. I think SmackDown is a very interesting move, but I just need more power on the boy. Alright, and that should be all I need in this cave. On to the next vacation destination, I guess. If you like vacationing in caves. Which I actually kind of do. I've taken a few cave tours, and I've really enjoyed them. Like, many years ago, my dad, my brothers, and I went, well... No, yeah, it was both my brothers. We went on a motorcycle tour of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and there used to be a lot of mining up there. So some of the mines are, like, preserved, and you can like take tours of them and see how the mine looked and everything, and like see some mining equipment from back in the day. I found that really interesting, and it's just sort of interesting to think of. I'm using the word interesting a lot. Sorry. I think it's... I don't know. It just makes me think about there's a whole world underneath our feet. You know, it's very easy to think of in terms of, like, the ground is just the ground. But there's a lot of ground that we think of as ground, beyond just, like, the topsoil and a few layers of dirt. There's, like, rock and all that stuff down there. That was the one part of... I was never good at science classes when I was in school and college. Could never really, like, work up much of an enthusiasm for the material, but that was one of the areas that I could kind of get into, like, stuff about rocks. I don't know. I think I could have made at least a decent geologist in another life. I mean, even as a kid, I was obsessed with, like, I was one of those kids with a rock collection when I was very, very young. I was particularly enthused about any quartz that I could get my hands on. I thought that was just the coolest looking rock in the whole world. I still think quartz looks neat. It's a very pretty stone. Alrighty, next, I believe, yes, I need to... There's a thing somewhere in Pinwheel. Now, my notes are not great on this, because I didn't see either of my rivals nab it, so... I'm not 100% sure where I'm going. Oh, right, this goes right into the cave, never mind. I gotta go back over here to get to a Pokemon Center. But I'm not too worried about what could be around Pinwheel, so I'm a little more okay just kind of bumbling around blindly, to some extent. I already checked out the dragon, saw the dragon was good. Yeah, no new catches I need to inspect here, just need to grab the burb. I know at some point, Pokemon replaces HMs with, like, a surfboard and stuff like that. Very much looking forward to, getting that quality of life when we reach there in Pokeboomers. Oh god, where is... It's, like, over here? Yeah. En's just, like, waiting impatiently, like, where is that trainer, Vimber? I thought he would have been here by now. I wanted to talk crazy at him about the rights of Pokemon. And I'm just like roaming around, doing whatever. I'm like, I'm gonna explore, and... But I'm gonna take a quick break and re-up my water before I go charging back into old Pinwheel to find what I'm trying to find. I'll be back in just a minute or two. Hope you'll stick with me. Okay, I return, and I think I have a general idea of where I'm headed in the forest. Again, not too worried about anything I'll run into in there, but I've got Zodiac with Escape Ball if need be. So there's something about, like, a hole in the fence. Ah. Tall grass. It's gonna be, like, they're all gonna be, like, pretty low level, because I could have gone in here, like, forever ago, so it should still be fine. Yeah, a high-level encounter for this place is still, like, level 23. We good. So, like, real talk, I wouldn't be too upset if I could get a shiny Whirlipede with some decent stats. I think that thing could have been cool. That's probably what I want. I assume. Weird that, like... I guess it would have been a little foolhardy to come in here earlier. Or at least expensive. Okay, Hyper Potion. That looks important. Alright, guess I gotta head down then. I do think that, as far as the competitive aspect of our little competition, that it's pretty well going to be impossible for me to finish first at this point. And, you know, he was a good Nuzlocker, and I've taken a few unnecessary risks here and there, shall we say. Shiny Basculin would be cool, too. Although, honestly, like, the turtle is just now going to come online, so if I got a shiny Basculin, I'd be probably more annoyed. Because it means I would have to, well, I guess I could always kick... I don't know. I don't know what I'd do if I got a shiny Basculin. It'd be kind of like, do I want to just use it as my only water type? Or would I want to keep the turtle on my team and, like, kick off, okay, Silver Powder, that's not what I wanted. I don't know. But, ever since Gen 3, I'm like, I don't need a team full of water types. I really don't. It was very hard to avoid in Gen 3, because of certain awful aspects of their design, but, you know. Or at least what I considered awful. Apparently everyone else loves 800 surfing routes and land routes that are incredibly confusing and convoluted. I could see that being a legitimate point against Gen 5, though, because I like that a lot of the routes and areas are... That was one tile game. That was one step. Really? Anyway, I like that, it's very easy to get through areas without getting, like, confused or turned around. But I could see people being like, no, I liked exploring more open-ended and, like, kind of more complex layouts of areas. That's totally a thing you could prefer. I've got no goddamn sense of direction, so that, to me, is just, like, a nightmare. It's part of why I don't like open-world games. Not all of it, but part of it. Gen 9's gonna be fun. Not bad. Real talk, come Gen 9, I might just be like, alright guys, I'm out. You have fun. I don't know. I don't think I got a guaranteed run since I have Sin Credo in as well, so I'll just take these two out. I've heard this. I've heard this. It's kind of ironic that it seems like, from what I'm told, that becomes more and more the case with Pokemon as it goes along. They go from being very story-light to being like, okay, we gotta hold your hand the whole way. I roll non-ultra. I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah. I don't remember. We did have a discussion about this at some point. I think Hugh, at least, was of the opinion that we should play Sun and Moon rather than Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but I don't think we technically made, like, a binding, like, decision of the council on that or anything. But, you know, we haven't done remakes for any of the other ones for, like, our choice on the generations, so I assume we would keep up our stance on that. There's a lot more cutscenes and a lot more endgame for Pokemon where normals are really just fine. Yeah, if all the additions are an endgame, then we wouldn't see any of it. Like, that's one thing that we've been hearing a lot from River, who knows these games very well. And is playing along with us, just like, oh, there's so much stuff in the post-game, you guys, and I'm like, well, we're not gonna see it. And, like, I've thought about, because we usually take a bit of a break after Pokeboomers season, gonna do our own stuff for around a month or so. I thought it could be interesting to see, like, the post-game, just kind of do some streams of that. Not necessarily as a Nuzlocke, but just kind of, like, to mess around, see what's out there. Judging by how the guys are, not liking it, I doubt they're going to do that. I get the feeling that for Hugh and Avalon, once we're done with Pokeboomers, they're never going to play these games ever again. Which I think is unfortunate, but, you know, that's how I feel about Gen 3. I never want to touch Pokemon Gen 3 ever again in my life, so I understand where they're coming from. I don't understand why they're having that response to this generation of all the games we've played, but to each his own, you know? Can't fault him too much when I have, at times, been the salty bitch among us. Okay. I'm gonna try and get some of the stuff on surfing routes. Maybe not all of it. Because some of that stuff is a little dangerous. But I think I'm at least going to try and get my Route 17 and 18 catches. I think I can do that without too much danger. I might not try and make it to, like, the P2 lab and some of that stuff, because I think there's some nasty trainers that you can't avoid in the way. But we shall see. Oh, right, that's what I need, right over there. It's a shiny pet rat! Gen 5 is here, we don't have the Furret Walk emote is classic. I just... I feel like if I wanted to do that, I'd do, like, the one I've seen, like, Furret with, Bridget from Guilty Gear's face photoshopped on. Because people have done, like, the Furret Walk with Bridget's, yo-yo, like... I don't know if it's a taunt animation. I don't actually play those games, but... Right, water route, so... Zodiac's gonna be putting in a lot of work here. I should probably slap the XP share on somebody. Just in case. Oh. this is Route 1, of course, so I already have my catch from here. Got it ages ago. I think that was Yato? Must have been Yato, because I didn't get a Pat Rat. I managed to avoid Pat Rat or Watchog until last week. Somehow. Still don't quite know how I pulled that off. Okay, does Gen 5 must have, like, a higher encounter rate than other gens to, like, make up for the routes being a little less winding and convoluted? This is probably, like, not true, but I swear to God, like, there's so many more encounters than I expect. Is this still Route 1? Or is this someplace else at this point? O-Town map? Yeah. Oh wait, surfing raises the encounter rate? Okay, I knew that biking and sprinting did. Okay, looks like I'm not gonna be able to avoid you. Some trainers on this optional stuff are a little bit nasty, so what do you have? Because I'm gonna be a big old coward. Yeah, your mons are level 35, Christ. Swoobat and Simisear. Well, Zodiac can just down Swoobat. I'm not worried about that. Simisear... Guess I tag out to, like, Old Glory? Yeah, that should be fine. Bring it on! I choose a move and my Pokemon will do the move. In a moment, that move will reach your Pokemon. We're communicating Pokemon-ly. That sounded better in my head. But do I have the XP? Yeah, I put the XP share on Infinite Arc. Hit him with that spark, Zodiac. Good. Okay, Simisear. I should just be able to Volt Switch tag out. It is so nice having Volt Switch on Zodiac, because she's so goddamn fast. Right, lazy shit. Get out there. Ooh, that's more damage than I expected. It must be special, huh? I thought it was physical for some reason. But aside from my Litwick, which is one of the worst Pokemon I've seen, I have basically no fire coverage, so I don't know about these new moves. This berry may connect you and your Pokemon. Oh, Personberry, nice. Always good to have some of those. From today to tomorrow, people, Pokemon, and the world. I love this connected feeling. I naturally have some lemonade. Maybe I just go ahead and repel through the water, or the dark grass. My brain's moving faster than my hands in the gameplay. Don't mind me. Jesus. Hello, sir. Shit. I'm just watching the dangling tip of the fishhook. Since you and I have met, let's send our Pokemon out to meet in battle. I didn't think you were a trainer. Crap. I should have known better. Okay. You're a fisherman, though, and I'm leading with my electric type, so I'm probably fine here. Relish is a cool-looking water type, though. I ain't gonna lie. Critical hit. Goes down nice and easy. Do you... Is that a shiny, or... Is Frillish one of those Pokemon that has, like, 2 color variants, like Basculin? Is that a thing? It didn't give me the shiny flash. Yes, okay. It always throws me for a loop every time they do that. Because it seems to come out of nowhere. You look like a trainer that I don't really need to fight. No news today? There's nothing of interest beyond here, and the electric bulletin board has gone pitch black. Kind of refreshing, isn't it? Wasting money is bad, but wasting time is even worse. Because there's some things that can only be done now. Except if you're wasting time on twitch.tv/Vimbert. Okay, Route 17. I think... these are... Yeah, I'm just gonna catch a Frillish. That's the only Pokemon that can be encountered here unless I aim for the water. So I may as well just accept a Frillish. Yeah, let's just... Whoop! No, wait! Would that be smart? What can I get out of there? I can get, an Almomola? Almomola. That thing has a hideous base HP stat. Are Almomola, like, good? It was my impression that Frillish was a little more useful. But Almomola would... I think just in terms of tactical concerns, I want to put Frillish on my duplicates table. So, I think I'll be ignoring that Rippling Water for now. TM06, that was easy. Okay, good. That was, like, one of the most important things I wanted to catch. Wanted to grab. I assume I can't swim against these? Not even a little. Come on, Frillish! I am told there is a higher encounter rate. Let me catch you in a Pokeball, my pretties! I have a lovely electric type for you to... Oh. Well, that would be why. I forgot I had Repel on. God damn it, me. Oh, something is wrong with my brain. Okay, coming in at level 15, so it'd be less annoying to train up if I do want to use it. I think I just have to Thunder Wave and Chuck Balls. I'm a little too worried anything else I throw at it is just going to insta-kill it. However, a Pokeball should be good enough for you. Come on. Gotcha. Alrighty, Route 17. Frillish. With its thin, veil-like arms wrapped around the body of its opponent, it sinks to the ocean floor. Jesus. Oh, and you're water ghost. I thought you were pure water. I had missed that. That is interesting. Huh. Frillish might not be a bad... What's its evolved form? No, I can't name something that looks like that, Soul Edge. Okay. I keep going for sword names today, so... I think this one kind of fits, given what I just read. Everyone, welcome. The Vorlick Blade, which is a reference to Skies of Arcadia Legends. The Vorlick Blade is one of the best weapons of the game. You have to... When you're in a dungeon where you're basically in, like, the planet's core, it's complicated. You have to collect, like, 2 hidden treasures, and then recruit an optional blacksmith character that the game never tells you exists, and he can forge you the Vorlic Blade out of that stuff you get in the core of the planet. And it's still not your best weapon, but it looks fucking cool. Okay, now, if I can, I would like to dodge around this lady so I can get to Route 18. Let me just get into a wild encounter. No big deal. Oh wow, it's Frillish. I never would have expected. Anyway, is she one of the ones that I, like, really need to avoid? Oh, the people here aren't bad yet. Besides, leading with an electric type, not too concerned. I absolutely could have ducked past her. I learned all the good points of my Almomola by swimming with Pokemon. I will show off its strength. Alamo. Those Pokemon are now known as Alamos. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is now. I don't make the rules. They're all the Alamo. I don't know if I can one-tap this thing. But at the same time, I guess I can just, if I'm worried about durability from Zodiac, I can Volt Switch and tag out to old Cofferegus. I think I'll do that. Easier to say Walmart Love Disc. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because it absolutely looks like it should evolve from Love Disc. Like, it's right there. Wow, you can learn Wake Up Slap? Unexpected. Anyway, have an ominous win. I need to train up Sin Credo's HP EVs a little more. Kind of stopping it from being able to tank as well. Fresh, 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 freshest fish. The freshest Walmart Love Discs you ever did goddamn see. Which do I choose? Probably the southern one. The northern one looks like it's probably just gonna send me in a loop. Let me try this. Still on Route 17. I didn't get the transition. Very important. The objective here is strictly just to get a catch on Route 18. Is that where I am? There's an item over there. But there are rocks in the way. I need to... Is this Route 18? I didn't think there was any land on this route. Fuck, this is Route 18. Okay. So I had one duplicate encounter of a Frillish. That's on me. I guess I must have missed the route thing coming up. Okay, Route 18. What could I catch here? Do I need to do any shenanigans? Scraggy, Dwebble, Watchog, Sock, and Throw. I'd be good with any of these, really. Well, except for Watchog, but that's already on my dupes list, thanks to last week, so I'm just gonna YOLO in and see what I get. Route 18, we got... second duplicate. Try number 3. If I get 5 duplicates... Hey! Alright! We got a Scraggy! Look at that little homie. Definitely one of my favorite Pokemon design-wise in this gen that I've seen. It's just... it's... Holy fuck! Okay. Right. Okay, Scraggy. I see you. I see you. What else can you do at that level 28? Jesus Christ. The fact that you have payback is already awful. Chip away payback, brick break, swagger. Okay. I don't really have a Pokemon that's safe from you. I don't think I'm even gonna be able to, like, chip him down at all. I think I swap in Syncredo, hope he doesn't use payback, and just start chucking Ultra Balls. God damn, the Scraggy just trying to end my Emolga's life. Okay, good. Didn't give me trouble on that front, at least. Its skin has a rubbery elasticity, so it can reduce damage by defensively pulling its skin up to its neck. Alright, Scraggy. We need a good weapon name for you, as I update my Nuzlocke tracker. Scraggy captured. Oh yeah, okay. This works on a couple levels. Because it kind of looks like it, you know, it kind of looks like a punk a little bit. I'm going to name him Bouncer, after the weapon from the Ratchet and Clank series. It's gonna work on multiple levels, you see, because he could just be like a bouncer at a Pokemon club? I don't know. Yes, the Bouncer, everyone's favorite Square Enix game. Okay, let me bring Zodiac back from the verge of death. Good God. That was terrifying. I am tempted to stick around and try and sneak. I want a waterfall, but some of these trainers look really goddamn scary. So I think I'm better off coming back after I do Twist Mountain. So now I'm gonna go back and do Plot, I think. Yeah. I mean, I know the P2 library is right there. Waterfall would be really good on the turtle, but... Playing a Nuzlocke means you gotta be a coward. A time or 16. Which suits my style of Pokemon play perfectly. That is a lie. I take a lot of unnecessary risks. I'm rapidly learning not to with this generation, but it's not unheard of for me to make dumb plays. I'm trying to cut back on that tendency. Although I've still had, like, what, 4 near-death calls for my Pokemon this stream when I'm trying to be careful. So clearly it's not, like, perfect. It's not flawless, my approach. You know what? I'm ROM hacking here. Let's have some tasteful speed up just to get through this part. We got the smoke ball. I don't care about any of these fishes. Let's just get through this, come on. The people got places to go. People to see. Things to do. I swear to God, this surf encounter rate is so much higher than anything. Like, And, like, maybe I just blocked that from my memory, but, like, the surf encounter rate was that high in Gen 3, and that's part of why I hated those games so much. I could see that being a thing, actually. Alright, let me have a look at our two new friends. First up, we've got Vorlic Blade the Frillish, who is Bashful, which is neutral. Never gonna complain about a neutral nature. And ooh, ability Cursed Body may ooh, that's a neat ability. I think I like that. I don't know what else it can get, but that seems like it could be hilariously annoying in our Friday bouts. So I approve of this. But how are the IVs? Oh, this thing has literally no special attack. And that's kind of what this Pokemon is good at, right? Damn it. Ah, okay. Well, probably not using you, Vorlic Blade, I'm sorry. What about you, Bouncer? I got faith. Okay, you have Moxie, which I don't love. You are Sassy, which is minus speed plus special defense. That's fine. About them IVs, though. Scraggy 8. 8. 8. And nature of Sassy. Damn it! Oh, I've gotten just some of the worst possible. Oh my god. I'm gonna post this in the Take the Shot Media Discord, so you all can see what I'm looking at here. This is very disheartening. Oof. But if you're not in the Discord and you're curious, the short version is every stat except HP is god-awful. So, it's not great. Not loving these catches. But the plot awaits. And with the possible exception of the dragon, who I think I want to... If I am going to use her, I want to just full scumbag mode in EV train, so I don't want to put her in with an XP share. I think I'm pretty good with the party I've got, so... It is time to return to Twist Mountain, and hopefully not get everyone horribly killed. Oh wait, actually though... Actually... I need to buy an ice cream cone because it's Tuesday. Almost forgot about that. As I realized that even if you don't want to use those as cheaper full heals, you can sell them to the gourmet maid for a little bit of cash. Yes, I'm absolutely getting in line for some delicious ice cream. Like, I'm just like biking, you know, the 6 inches when I need to advance in the line. Can I buy, like, multiple cones, please? This is not a good business model. I'd take your entire stock. Anyway. Enough messing around. I got a mountain to get through, a city to achieve, and another Pokemon to catch in that city. And if I am very lucky... I'll be able to catch the other bug, Carablast's counterpart, and I might be able to evolve them both, thanks to our impossible evolution thing that we have ROM hacked on, which would be pretty sweet. I'd need to double check the exact method you use in that case, but bird, take a rest. Right, it's to the east. I keep forgetting. At this point, Zodiac, I want you to have no held item. I guess it is just a guaranteed escape, so I can just put it on Sin Credo. Oh, that... Interesting. Without meaning to, most of the Pokemon in my party are female. This seems to happen a lot when I Nuzlocke. I end up with a lot of girl Pokemon in my team. I forget, I think it was Gen 3, where, like, for a lot of the game, I had, like, full, like, all-girl squad, 6 female Pokemon. Which was very convenient on the off chance the game was like, ho-ho, here's a female Pokemon with Attract. I'm like, that's nice. You decided not to allow the gays, Game Freak. I am now reaping what you have sown. And taking full advantage. Actually, I could probably fight this clown. This literal clown. Yeah, let me fight this literal clown. There's a heal spot right over there, so... Fight me! I love raised walkways. Balancing is fun, so I often come here to play. The gays winning on Kurt... Wait, how did we win on Kurt's Apricorn balls? Just something balls? Oh, Tynamo. I don't know shit about Tynamo. Are you straight electric type? Yes, you are straight electric type. Gumball's only working on same sex instead of intended... Oh! I did not know that was a thing. Fascinating. I could just try blowing up the acrobatics, but that's a little risky. Let me Volt Switch out. This won't do a whole lot of damage, but... I probably could have just blown you up with acrobatics, god damn it. Sin Credo? You're my default wall, get out there. Oh, and you used Tackle. I had no reason to be worried. I had a little bit of a reason to be worried. $36 for Infinite Arc. Oh, it's the Ducklet. It's such a goofy Pokemon. That's a little annoying, though. But, should be no trouble at all for my little squirrel homie. Who I just know, just like back in Gen 3, when I started relying too much on Live, Laugh, Love, my Plusle, eventually that will get Zodiac killed. But in the meantime, it's going to be one hell of a ride. With sparks that are basically war crimes. Oh, it's right. Wow. Why did I skip this guy? This guy's got nothing. Though I guess the Dynamo could be kind of bad, depending on what you led with, but... I should have just went for it. I lost, but I won't stop. Okay, Twist Mountain. I've got some repels. I've got a fair number of Moomoo Milks and Lemonades and some stuff that can work as full heals. I should be pretty good to head in. I've already got my encounter from there. I've got everything from the optional areas that I feel like it's safe to try for. So, think I'm as prepared as I can be. Wouldn't have minded having a Zeb strike at. But alas, that was not my encounter this route. Probably could have done some shenanigans to try and guarantee it, but... laziness! Alright, and since I do absolutely want to bicycle through here, I think I will be making use of some repels, just so you guys don't watch me repeatedly run away from wild Pokemon for the next, like, hour. Oh, Bimbert. You just kind of ran off for like an hour and a half. What a surprise, seeing you here while I was inspecting Twist Mountain. The two of you seemed a bit more rugged than the last time I saw you. A little bit, anyway. Is that so? By the by, you folks seen that Team Plasma crowd lately? After all the trouble, we gym leaders met up and had a chat. Well, we've got no clue where they are. It's like they're hiding under a rock. The group chat's, very disappointed. Well, not much to do but wait for them to move. Anyhow, this is none of your concern. Squirts like the two of you should just enjoy traveling with your Pokemon. Twist Mountain's a fine place to explore. You'll have some fun if you just leave this here path. Well, better you just see it yourself, instead of listening to me yammer. Be seeing you, Sprouts. Feel free to train yourselves on my mountain for as long as you like. As long as. That got so American I couldn't decipher it for a second. I thought he was going to get us involved in all that bother again, so I was bracing myself before I knew it. I'm going in first, but I'll be seeing you. And yeah, this music is great. Is there anything I really need to be super afraid of in here? I think this is mostly just kind of a straight shot through. Yeah, there's that one battle girl who gave Hugh a lot of trouble. Yeah, not a whole lot I need to, like, grab in terms of items, so basically I just power through this, just to have it done. Wait, I'm already repelling, aren't I? Yeah, repelled before I went in. If not, well, I'll find out real damn quick, won't I? I meant to hit the up button, I swear. Ah, that looks like a doctor. I'm gonna assume that I can still get encounters on this walkway. Love me some free items. Never gonna turn those down. You probably have, like, rock type, so let me just put Old Glory out front in case I can't dodge you. Haha! Can I get through here? I can. Yeah, that's the... I remember that from spying on streams. That's the one lady with the terrifying fighting Pokemon. I want to avoid her at all costs. I can't, can I? God damn it. Okay, what does she have again? She has a level 36 throw. That Pokemon that continues to ruin my life in our PvP matches. Let me put in Infinite Arc. Give you... Do I have a spare Citrus Berry? Oh, I've only got one. I guess Oran Berry's gonna have to do. Give the XP share to... Nobody? Noble Fawn. I'm prepared for this to go just wrong in every conceivable way. I really don't want Infinite Arc to die here. With it. Oh! Repel dropped. Let's fix that. After all, I wouldn't want to deny you all and myself this excellent background music by interrupting it with a silly wild battle. Oh god, why are you so paranoid? Ah! I thought you were gonna turn. I want to know how the fighting Pokemon feel. That's why I fight too. That's me, a battle girl. Shit! Oh, I forgot to put Reflect back in my Gothorita. Oh, that would have been so good. Shit. Okay. I think I just gotta come out the gate, blast in with Psybeam, and pray that that's enough. I'm so afraid of Throw. That's it? Oh, and you do a bulk up. Oh, and you do a bulk up. I hate this. I hate this. Please, confusion, crit, anything. Just stop that thing in its tracks. Yes! Okay, okay, okay. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Hit yourself! Oh, and the paralysis. You bastard. Okay, fine. I have a ghost. I do, in fact, have a ghost. Hit yourself, please. Stop, please. Oh, God. Yeah, I just gotta go for Ominous Wind here, I think. Good? Yes, okay. This should be enough to bring it over the edge. Okay. Literally, this trainer and her goddamn throw were like my biggest worry this week. More than anything else. Because I didn't think I could avoid her. Oh, okay. With that particular nightmare out of the way, patch her up. Keep on rolling it now. I'm feeling significantly more relaxed. I even pour myself a small drink, if and when I need to take another break tonight. I have a Paralyze heal, yes? I do. I know there's a doctor before too long, but... you know, I'll at least have to fight the doctor. Quarters are so cramped that the bike is almost hurting as much as it's helping. Eh, it's fine. You can just vibe here a little bit. I don't trust... I knew I didn't trust him. The number 2 trainer on Twist Mountain is me! Alright, what do you got? Swoobat. Okay, I can work with this. You will be weak to my ghost nonsense. So Syncreto, hit him with that ghost nonsense. I hate Calm Mind. Please do not. Okay, critical hit. We got him! As he would say. From now on, you are the number 2 trainer in Twist Mountain. Cool, thanks. What's this? Oh. I don't even know what we need Moonstone for in this gen. Or is it just the older Pokemon once you get the National Dex? I don't really need any of the items in here. I'm just not gonna take my chances. I just want to make it to town, man. Though these items that are literally free. I mean, no reason to pass those up. Only a fool would do so. Not gonna lie, the sound effect popping up right as, like, Repel dropped, I was like, what's happening? Spooked me for, like, half a second. Oh, That's definitely a trainer. All fucking trainers, aren't they? But in case they aren't... God damn it. We've trained by doing physical work. Our attacks are super powerful. I knew it, and yet I rushed it. Oh god. No, not again. Ah, crap. You do take a lot of damage from water, right? I never remember what. I don't know why. Steel just throws my brain for a loop. I'm not used to thinking in its terms. Yeah. Let me hit you with that there, surf. Rock slide's bad. Ah, the flinch. Come on. Don't do it. Okay, I got a surf off. Jesus. Please be enough. Oh, wait, I have Aqua Jet. I have Aqua Jet. This is fine. Thank you, Aqua Jet. I'm very ready for my turtle to learn a better move, but Aqua Jet, so good. Man, Excadrill's a cool Pokemon. It's just kind of terrifying to fight. Here, little homie, have some lemonade. As is apparently my Pokemon playing signature. I know he always likes to bring it up, but like, Lemonade's such a good healing move in the mid-game. Because it heals for a good amount, and like, there's gonna be that point where you don't need the power of a Hyper Potion, and those things are like so much more expensive. Lemonade is what, like 350 Pokebucks or something? The Doctor, you have a couple of Psychic types. Because I very much would like to access... where is... There is. Swap those out. Full heal is probably a thing I want to achieve. During a long journey, you'll be happy if you meet a doctor. If you can win against me, I'll make your Pokemon healthy. Ocean. What is good? I had a hugely productive day today. I have avoided like 5 near-death experiences for my Pokemon. Life is going acceptably. And how about you, Flair? How you doing? How you doing? Let me burn this chunk first. But just getting back to the Future Sight. God, Future Sight always freaks me out. That's the last thing I wanted to see you use. Because now that I know that cuts through... I'm sorry, this trainer has a full heal. I hate that. Okay. I do outspeed. Future Sight is absolutely gonna mess Syncreto up, but it shouldn't kill her. Knee hurts and had to call off because... Of course you have a Hyper Potion. Knee hurts and had to call off that, plus... Other than that, well... At least you were able to, like, call off and take the... Oh, don't kill my ghost! Okay. I was used to seeing Syncreto take damage as a Yamask. At least you can, you know, just focus on recovery tonight. Just, you know, ice your knee and do whatever you gotta do. And just get yourself nice and well. I had to do a little bit of that over the weekend. Got a little bit of a cold. Don't know exactly from where. It was pretty annoying. Alright, now that I know that this doctor has full heals, which makes a lot of sense, let me just go straight for the... At least you missed the Hypnosis. Usharna is kind of thick. Well, I guess it makes sense. This is a special attack. Yeah, I had a very productive day. Could have been better. I definitely passed out for like 2 hours in the middle of the day because I just like pushed myself a little too hard on a lot of things. But, you know, and now I'm here playing Pokemon. No horrible disasters have happened yet. Caught a few new friends. After a Pokemon battle, let them recover slowly. No, Doctor. I need you to get these back in fighting shape now! We don't have time to waste, you see. I need to fight N and the rest of Pokepeta. This is awful, but I was always seeing that, like, some fucking Family Guy thing popped in my... Pokepeta! The brain rot, I have it sometimes. I don't even have any real strong feelings towards Family Guy one way or the other. Like, some people really love to hate it. I kinda don't care. I haven't seen the show in a long time, so... You probably have, like, a Boldor or something, I assume? Why do I dig? Why do you fight? Let's find out. We have a philosopher hike. Woobat? Really? Surprising. Well, I got Rock Slide. This is fine. Ooh, if this misses, this is gonna suck. Please don't. Shit. I believe. Okay. Okay. This should one-shot. Jesus, that thing got up 2 Calm Minds. That could have gone south real fast. Ah, yes, the Boldor! Let me hit you with a couple of Aqua Jets. Iron Defense is a little annoying. Let's hit your Special Defense instead, now that your Sturdy's cracked anyway. There we go. Much better. Your past experience, is that the source of your strength? Mostly spite, a little bit of competitive nature, a willingness to let my Pokemon die, the combination of a few things, so I guess you could say that? Hello, free item. Ultra Bomb. I've learned to be afraid of the karate men in here. And women. You have a level 36 sock. I hate that. Okay, Infinite Arc. I'm really sorry, but I gotta send you in again. I mean, I did just get a kind of, sort of, almost viable psychic replacement, if she does happen to fall. Hopefully no, but... Words are unnecessary. You can understand everything we battle. Who are you, dumb Onkashi? You gotta feel the sadness in my Pokemon's fist? Ah, sock. The Pokemon I have now failed multiple times to catch. And I keep hearing about how just absolutely terrifying it is, so... Let me try and set up a little bit with Fake Tears and then blast in with Psybeam. Oh no, he had a similar idea. Come on, Infinite Arc. Come on. Okay, good. Critical hit, even. Perfect. Ah, our girl gets it done. He's like, you just took him out in one shot. I thought we were gonna have, like, a really great battle here, man. What? I'm so disappointed. Do you think it's really leading a growth on the part of you and your Pokemon to just win in one hit like that? Like, you're not gonna always be able to win that easily. Anyway, my Pokemon love the Aura of Mind here, and they love fiery Pokemon battles. I really like that trainer's, like, post-battle dialogue was just a ... He's just like, oh man, I lost. You can tell there's just an internal, damn it, going on at the very least. Give me some good Will-O-Wisp. Thank you, Burn. I'm having very good luck with them, but I don't know. I kind of want to change that out for Thunder Wave or something like that, just for the higher accuracy. Oh, okay, Boldor. Boldor is a little easier to deal with. Let me Ominous Wind you once, just to crack your sturdy. He's heating up! Alrighty, but if I send in Old Glory, he should be able to take care of the rest of this. As I continue to forget that no, Vim, rock does not resist rock. For some reason, that's just in my brain. I don't know why. You'd think, you know, 5 games into this whole Nuzlocke project, I'd have learned the damn type chart. And yet, here we are. Oh well, I never claimed to be good at Pokemon. Lord knows I'm not good at Pokemon. I just get a spot of good luck or 6 in the right place. Lemonade for a friendly ghost. I feel like I'm probably close to the end. Oh hey, I can buy some more lemonades. So is this like a full heal spot? There's gotta be something here, right? They wouldn't put a building here for no reason. Really? The rare Pokemon verisimilitude move. Where they're like, you know what? All these workers that are around here would need, like, some kind of housing as they worked on it, or at least some kind of break room. Here they go. Just gonna pick up a few lemonades here. Just in case there's more to go. Oh, bonus! Another lemonade drop down. I love free lemonade. The best kind. So you see, it's now an even better healing item. Because sometimes you get it for free. Oh no. I'm gonna hope this is the right way. Oh, okay. Yep, there's Sharon and the Team Plasma folks. This looks like plot. Let me see what else is around here. A lot of nothing. Huh, pretty strong. But you're only strong because you trainers are controlling Pokemon. So if you want to set Pokemon free, that's what you want. You should start with your own. But taking people's Pokemon by force is not right. That is not real strength. Hey, there you are. We found that thing we were looking for. We should head for the tower now. Get this. Team Plasma has obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. That's right. This is the... I didn't think the second person was still talking. We must use force in order to right the wrongs of the world. Now let's gather around our king, our Lord N. Those guys, I don't know what they found. They go the extra mile to gain power and cause trouble. What a bothersome bunch. Vimbert, I'm going to stay here for a while. I want to think a little bit about what the champion asked me. What do I want to do with my power after I get strong? And why do I want to be strong in the first place? It's Pokemon, it's what you do. There, question answered. Hello, Vimbert! How is Cofferegus? Ah, this Cofferegus is really taking a shine to you. The Pokedex is important, but time spent having fun together is also important. Say, I just had a thought. Have you heard of Dragon Spiral Tower? Yes. Really? Quite impressive. Okay, give this story a listen. Dragon Spiral Tower is said to be in the Unova region's oldest building. Stories say it's a place where legendary Pokemon came to life or where they remain in deep slumber. I know it's just past Isiris City, but that's all I know about it. That's all anyone knows, because no one has ever been inside. My daughter has wanted to investigate that tower for a long time. What? There's something I don't know? That kind of feeling is pure adventure. And I'm not too old for some adventuring. Away I go to have a look at Dragon Spiral Tower. Catch you later. I do want to try and get a catch there, but I don't know if they will allow me to go inside the tower or not. Because I do think I want to try inside the tower, because those encounter tables look a little bit more favorable to me. But alright, I made it to the city. With, honestly, kind of a minimum of fuss. That wasn't too bad. I do have some ore to sell you, sir. How would you like this nugget? Oh, I do adore the ores. That nugget is shaking me. Will you sell it for 10,000 Poké-Dollars? Yes. But, how would you like another one, sir? Yeah. Because there are TMs to buy here. I definitely want Fire Blast. I am not sure about the rest. Let me see what else I have that I can sell off. I can sell off Poison Gems, because we're not... Oh, Lord. Okay, those are worth, like, nothing. Tiny Mushroom, I can sell that to the maid. Oh, wait, I probably got, like, some revives, right? Yeah. Those are worth a little bit of cash. Probably not enough. I can muck around with some of this off-stream. I know I definitely want Fire Blast, although I don't know if I have anyone on my team who can use it, which makes me a little bit nervous for the gym. I know I have plenty of rock users that can just go in on the Icy Boys, but like, Fire Blast is pretty cool. Nobody can learn it. I mean, I'm not surprised the Ice Cream Cone can't learn it, but oh well. Now that I am... Oh. Funky. Let's see. I want to go for Shelmet, who is just in a puddle. Great. Alright. Could get a Stunfisk here. But we shall see. At least we finally get a city where we can catch Pokemon. Isiris City, encounter number 1, we've got... Ah. And so the dream dies. What even are you, Stunfisk? Oh, you're ground... You're ground electric? What do I use? What do I even use to try and catch you? Sin Credo, I guess? Man, I don't know. Ground Electric is such a weird typing to fight against when you don't want to kill it. What is this now? What do you mean it transformed into the ground type? Weren't you already the ground type? Okay, but if you know that and Endure, this won't be too... And that's 2 moves already that are going to be harmless to me. Okay, you do know Discharge. That's not nothing. Let me just try yeeting some Pokeballs at you. Might need to buy some more Ultra Balls before I head for the Dragon Spiral Tower. Ah! Very close. Very close. Syncreto paralyzed, that's fine. I'm in town. All I'm gonna do is be hucking Pokeballs of various varieties at you. I do like how smug this thing looks. I appreciate its energy. It's good energy. Got the Stunfisk. Its skin is very hard, so it is unhurt even if stepped on by sumo wrestlers. It smiles when transmitting electricity. The Trap Pokemon. Alrighty, what video game weapon can I name you after as I update my little tracker here? Stunfisk captured. Ground Electric. Do I have any of these that are kind of fitting? Yeah, I suppose. Oh, oops. Not D. You shall be known as Earthshaker. After... Oh, I'm gonna run out of room again. Earthshaker. We'll make it work like that. After one of the better swords you can get for a long time in the game, Rogue Galaxy. Gotta have some Rogue Galaxy representation now that old Dark Cloud has kicked the bucket. It's long overdue. That's a game I wouldn't mind going back to someday. I remember enjoying it, but also that the level progression was, like, absolutely maddening. Anyway, Stunfisk, what would you bring to the table? You have a careful nature, which is... plus special defense, minus special attack. What sort of attacker are you? Ooh, you are more a special attacker, so that's not great. Oh, wow, your base stats are all really good. Except for speed. You have the ability stat. Oh, that's what that looks like from behind. Let's, no. No, I don't want to see that. That might be a point against using it as a regular member of the team, perhaps. Okay, Stunfisk. How are them IVs looking? Stats look pretty solid on the whole. Except for speed, of course. Yeah, looks pretty average. Surprisingly high speed. And almost maxed HP. Everything else just kind of average. So, might be a possibility. But not exciting enough for me to put you on the team, like, right now. Though I have been thinking, I don't know how much longer my Emolga will last. Because I trained it in such a way that it's going to be less useful as the game goes on, because I made it focus on physical attack rather than special attack, because I wanted that stab spark. Alright, Dragon Spiral. Will you allow me to enter you? Phrasing. Do I have repels left? I do. Nice. Because I think I can make this... Also, this is very Chrono Trigger-ass music. I love it. Oh. Okay, then. So how bad are my odds if I... Because waiting until I can go inside Dragon Spiral Tower ups my odds of... Yeah, because I really don't want to catch a damn Mienfoo, and I can't repel around it. Could go for rustling grass, I guess. Surfing is only Basculin. Yeah, inside would be so much better. Yeah, I think I'm honestly just gonna save this encounter. I do not think I want... Yeah, I don't think I want any of this. Not yet, at least. Okay, so that just leaves the gym and anything more surfing that I want to get done. So I think that's a pretty decent stopping off point. I will come back to this tomorrow. Don't know if we'll hit up the gym, so it might be like a shorter Pokemon stream, and then I might shift to something else. Time will tell. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Spend a little bit of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, I see you. I appreciate you. Anyone I know streaming? Yeah, Hugh is still going with his Destiny 2. It's probably where everyone is tonight. So I'll give him a raid. He is, of course, a fellow Take the Shot Medium member and one of my rivals in this Pokeboomers contest. Say hi to him. That's going to do it for me. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. Hope to see you there. And of course, if you have the Cursed Pikachu emote, give Hugh that Cursed Pikachu. My name is Vimbert. I'll see you around the internets.